Hey guys, I'm back. I haven't felt like making a video in a few days. I got my second Pfizer shot and it kind of muddled me out for a bit. It was strange because I didn't feel like I was sick, but I just, I had a sore arm and I was just kind of loopy. Couldn't think straight, couldn't do any of my writing for my work. And my cat just appeared. And where am I going with this? Yeah, and it's always a thing where if you haven't made a video in a few days, if I haven't made a video in a few days, I don't feel like making videos and I don't think about making videos, and I always feel like my comeback video should be better in some way, which always, when I think about it, doesn't actually make any sense because nobody really cares. Or if anybody had cared, like everyone has their own shit going on, right? And yeah, so here I am, and I don't have a plan for this video. I just want to publish because it's like publishing something is better than nothing. Just to kind of, there's an analogy that Ed Sheeran uses, or he used once when explaining to somebody how to be a good songwriter, and he was saying that you just got to get all the shitty songs out. I think he was specifically using a metaphor of like a pipe that hasn't been used in a long time, and so it's kind of got like dirty, gunky water at first. So you have to turn the pipe on and let the dirty water get out first, and then you get the clean, fresh water and afterwards. And similarly, I do think that there's no avoiding making some kind of dud videos from time to time, and you just kind of have to do it and keep going and see what happens. And the word that's coming to my mind today is strategy. And what is strategy, right? It's a very big, broad phrase. But like for me, having cycled through all kinds of like military definitions and all kinds of, business definitions and all that shit, I have come to think of strategy in the most abstract sense as just think. Think about what you want and think before you act. Think about how to get what you want. Make plans, right? And understand that whatever plan you make is gonna be inaccurate in a dynamic environment. It's gonna be imperfect and flawed in a dynamic environment. It's a quote from Muhammad Ali, I think, where he says, "No, everybody has a plan until they get punched in the mouth." So strategy is the plan, how your plan evolves and decays upon getting punched in the mouth, right? It's the meta plan. It's how you think about culture. So I'm expanding the definition of strategy, and a definition should be useful, right? All models are wrong, some are useful. And for me, I just think about strategy. It's really just thinking, applied thinking at every scale, every dimension. And I have a couple of videos about my YouTube strategy, which was at that point in time, there was no point coming up with a complicated strategy, right? At that point in time, the simple, smart strategy for me was to just make as many videos as possible, which I did, and I am continuing to do. It won't necessarily be the smart and sustainable strategy all the way through. I think I can continue to upload videos regularly, but I will need sort of a bigger, like the videos that I publish every day that you guys like. It's not the kind of videos that most people like, right? And I make this choice deliberately because I build an audience slowly of people who understand where I'm coming from and who tolerate my nonsense. And but if I want to grow the audience bigger, I have to make content that is more easy to watch. Basically, it has to be shorter, it has to be edited, it has to be planned somewhat. And I won't stop doing these. I think I enjoy this kind of daily vlogging tempo sort of thing. But I will, go back and dig into some of my older videos and summarize them and make them more succinct and more punchy. I've been thinking of doing TikToks actually. Because I have this Twitter thread that's like 100 talking points, where it's 100 tweets, and TikTok feels like the right context to be discussing talking points, like short videos. And Jesus, she knocked over my wife's yoga mat, and she freaked out, and she just scratched me. Bloody hell. Pet ownership. Yeah, you did that. Yeah. Culprit. What was I saying? Strategy, publishing every day, making TikToks. Thinking of making TikToks. And yeah, I think it'll be fun. I think it'll be interesting. It'll be challenging. I'm a little bit scared because I'm 31 now. I'm old enough that I'm probably out of date, and I will be the old guy on TikTok relative to those kids. But it's fine. I'm not gonna try to be one of them. I'm just gonna do my own thing on the platform, which is what I do on every platform, which is what works for me. And yeah, so the strategy there, or the thinking there, is that again, if I have 100 TikToks, 15 seconds each or something like that, shouldn't take me too long to produce because I know all my material, right? And I produce that material, and it becomes a discovery opportunity. Like people who are scrolling through TikTok or whatever, or if they're just curious, does Lisa have a TikTok? And they look it up and they find that I do. There's a bunch of content for them to read or view, right? It's an opportunity for me to build an audience there, build relationships. I get comments, and then I can respond to those comments. And yeah, so that is how I think about strategy at the platform level, right? Like just publishing on multiple platforms, so that publishing is free. It takes time and effort, but you don't need to pay for it, and that makes it possible to be very, very prolific on anywhere on the internet, on YouTube, Twitter, TikTok, wherever. So it is strategic to be prolific. I believe this to be true. It's partially a function of my personality. I think I can be prolific, but if the unit economics was different, right? So if it costs more to if I have to pay money to publish, I wouldn't publish so much. I would be more thoughtful about what I publish. I would run it by some friends and ask them what they think, and maybe privately share a bunch of things first, and then publish whatever is most resonant. But the cool thing is, because publishing is effectively free, you can just publish all the time, and if stuff takes off, it takes off, and then you can build on that. And that's about all I got for now. My head kind of hurts. Gotta go to sleep. Thanks for dropping by. I know it's been a few days, and done.